scoring with 13.5 points per game. So looking forward to this one. We'll see what Dakota State can do here, as they played pretty well last time at home. Despite really not shooting that well, they're able to come away with a clear-cut victory. So we'll be back here in 6.5 minutes for tip-off. Looking forward to it with you. Once again, Dakota State women's basketball facing off against the University of Minnesota Morris here tonight in the DSU Fieldhouse. 6 p.m. tip-off. So here we go. Lineups have been announced. If you missed the pregame show, thank you for joining us in the DSU Fieldhouse tonight for the matchup between the Dakota State Trojans and the University of Minnesota Morris Cougars. Women's basketball contest tonight. The Cougars led by head coach Tim Grove in his 16th season at Morris. And the Trojans led by David Moe in his 5th season. He's assisted by Jamal Bronco, Zangira, and Danny Frisbee Griffin. So starting lineups have been called, and we're just waiting here for tip. Trojans come in at 8-3, a 4-game winning streak at hand, and in a new ranking at number 18 in the national polls. Cougars enter with a 1-5 record, and they were just recently coming off a closer defeat as they played Mayville twice. They got beat pretty bad the first time. It was a 40-point loss, but in the last contest when they played them in Morris, it was only an 11-point game. So common opponent to match up there. The tip is off, and it will be with the Trojans. So as they get ready to go to work here, the ball will end up with Asleson. Gets passed around quite a bit. The 3 ends up going up from Robson. And it's 3-0 to start the game. Trojans with their trademark full court pressure to start it off here. A little bit of trouble getting it up for Morris, but it'll end up with what ends up being a 2-on-1. And coming from really out of nowhere there was Giles to make the block. But in the end, the ball gets tipped around after the block. And an easy lay-in for the Cougars. And then an easy lay-in for Giles at the other end. Layup for the Cougars there came from Eagle Chasing, who's their leading scorer with 13.5 points per game. And Van Kempen turns it over. Now here comes Walsdorf all the way. The other way, she'll have the time to jump stop and lay it up easily. And it's 7-2 Dakota State here, just over a minute into the game. Minnesota Morris is doing better with the pressure than we have seen several of the last opponents do with the Trojan pressure here at the DSU Fieldhouse. That layup's missed long. Now here comes Dakota State. And they'll pull it back out. Asleson will hand it off to Walsdorf. Walsdorf with a long 3 from about 4 feet behind the line. It's missed, but picking it up is Robeson on the rebound before she has it picked away by Coite. Coite all the way down, jump stops, puts it up. Giles with another block. That's 2 quick ones. Walsdorf all the way around the defender. And she'll put it up with the left hand. So 4 quick ones for her. 6 make that actually. Minnesota Morris looking for an open shot. They're struggling a little bit, and the ball stolen away once again. And here comes Robson. She's got a 1-on-1. She'll put it up with the left hand, and she will leave it short. Well defended in transition actually there by Ella Van Kempen, a junior forward out of Elbow Lake, Minnesota, West Central Area College. Wolschlager with it, dribbling with her left hand at the top of the key. She'll try and get around the defender Robson. She can't. She'll dish it back out. Mid-range jumper off the backboard from Van Kempen that time. And Walsdorf also will miss the rim. So the foul will be on Asleson. Cougars able to get the ball in. Moving forward a bit slowly. 10-second call could come into effect. They get it up in 9. Ball tipped, but the pass will get through. Here's Van Kempen trying to get through the lane. She either traveled or was fouled, and they're going to call it travel. A few substitutions into the game for the Trojans now. And somebody stepped on the sideline. I missed who it was as I was looking down to see who had just entered the ball game. Definitely can see Nagel and DeBeer have entered, among others. Morris just trying to get inside the zone defense that is currently being played by Dakota State. They're struggling with it. Nice little ball fake there. Getting into the lane was Anderson. She kicks it out for the corner three, and it is no good that time. Some nice ball movement by the Trojans. Will end up with an easy Nagel lay-in. Three-point attempt in the corner over there was missed by Eagle Chasing on the last possession, and there's a pass that's picked off, and here comes McDonald. McDonald switches over to the right hand, and she's fouled. Fouled by Van Kempen that time, trying to reach in and strip the ball away. Unfortunately for Van Kempen, as soon as she reached in, it happened to be at the same time that McDonald was turning around to try and protect the ball, essentially. So it'll be DSU underneath the basket. 25 on the shot clock. Nagel with it at the top, being closely guarded. She'll blow right by the defender, put it up, and will take the foul. She'll head to the line for two. Anderson was right up in the face of Nagel there. Probably a little bit too close as Nagel showed off a little bit of a burst of speed and went quickly around the defender. Nagel knocks down the first. Gets the second as well. She was 87.5% from the line coming into this game. She'll be over 90 now as Minnesota Morris gets it over the line. Just struggling to find a way, and they do get it into the free throw line. The entry pass is successful, but then they have nowhere to go. Kick it out for a three-pointer, kind of fading away from the basket. It's missed initially by Winter, but a great job by Mallory Anderson to get in and get the rebound. She gets fouled, and she'll head to the line for two. First shot from Anderson is good, nothing but net. Anderson this year is a 70% shooter from the line through these first 6 games. That'll go up a tick, obviously, there. That'll make her 8 for 11 on the year. And here's the second one on the way, and it's also good. 75% average now for Anderson. Game scores 13-4. The Trojans lead. Pass across to Nagel. She let it go, thinking it was tipped. It was not. Might have been out of reach regardless. Giles and Slattery will check back in for Dakota State. This will be Justine Day taking it out. A 5'10" sophomore from Walker, Minnesota. Her and Brownotter will be trying to get it across the line. The pass between the two is picked off, tipped initially, and then DeBeer ends up with a three-pointer from the wing, and it's good. Or excuse me, that was Vincent who just entered the game, excuse me. 5'10" sophomore out of Volga, South Dakota. And there's a tip, but it will stay with Minnesota Morris here in the backcourt. Shot clock will reset. Or actually, it shouldn't reset. There it goes back down. So the Cougars have 2 seconds to get the ball up court here. And they won't get it done. 10-second violation. There was 8 seconds initially taken up there before the ball was tipped out of bounds, and then an extra 2 as the Cougars could not get it up the court in time. A few changes made by Minnesota Morris. And from what I believe, that was a rule change just recently in that pass, just a little bit of a miscommunication between Manning and Walsdorf. Will go out of bounds. It'll be Minnesota Morris ball. That situation in years past, and we're talking several years, this wasn't a super recent rule change, as that ball's poked away and then handled by Oslison. And it'll be a foul, and Dakota State will get the ball down underneath the basket. But that rule change on it. Formerly, if the ball was tipped out of bounds in the backcourt, the clock would reset in terms of the 10-second violation, in terms of 10 seconds to get the ball up court for the offense. And that was done away with several years ago. And there's a foul, a hard one, as Oslison hits the floor hard. She'll go to the line for 2. Trojans already leading by 12 with 4:22 left here to go in the first quarter. Pretty good showing. Student section pretty full, especially for a Thursday night here in December. And that one's good. And especially with, you know, not a conference matchup, not even a inter-NAIA matchup. Love to see that. Second one is missed, and coming away with the rebound will be Justine Day. She gets it up the court quickly, and that is a big impact because once the free throw is missed, DSU doesn't have a chance to set up that, you know, their trademark full court press, and in which they trap really, really well out of. Walsdorf with it, trying to get around the defense with the right hand. She can't. We'll get it to Giles. Giles will drive baseline. She'll go up, and she's fouled. She's so good when she drives down that baseline and getting past the first defender. She ended up being double teamed there, and you can call it a defensive mistake or just a great play offensively. But able to draw the foul even with the double team and without a clear path to the basket at all. She knocks down the first one. She came into tonight with a 75% average from the line, and that'll go up as she makes 2. So 17-6 game. Dakota State takes a timeout, and 30-second timeout, so we'll be right back. So Morris will get it in. Pass up around half court. Jumping to get it is Sundrol, and now Cougars are up across half court, getting into an offensive set. The 2-3 zone making it trouble. Contested jump shot put up. No good. Oslison with the rebound. Shot was taken by Quate there. Then all the way to the basket is Robeson. Pressure creating issues, and Giles able to force the jump ball. Ball into Eagle chasing. Now they get it around. And another 10-second violation. Wow. It's not a call you see very often, but we've got 2 of them here early. There's Coach Tim Grove over there trying to make an argument about, I'm not sure what it is, as Giles tries to get off the 3 and it's tipped. Blocked shot there for the Cougars. And here's Eagle chasing all the way to the rim. Right hand, no good, but fouled. Not sure what he's arguing. It must have just been the shot clock was resetting early. I'm not sure, but Eagle chasing's first shot, no good. She came in tonight shooting 63% from the free throw line. Go down a little bit on that trip. She's 1 for 2, 21-5 the score now. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The 3rd point of the game. for Lexus Eagle Chasing. Giles all the way around with the left hand. She'll go back to the right, turn around, up, under, fouled. The beer will re-enter the contest here. Giles' first shot, rims around, no good. Second one also hits every part of the rim on both shots, but she'll leave 2 points at the line. Dakota State unable to set up the press. Minnesota Morris gets it up quickly. Van Kempen dishes it back. The three is no good by Sundro. And the long pass to Giles. Heck of a pass. Couldn't even see who made it. I was looking down at the stat sheet. Walsdorf's able to pick off the shot, or the pass, excuse me. And then a very hard collision. It'll end up being a block. Wow. But in the end, it was just McDonald bulldozing the defender. Couldn't tell if the defender was moving. There's a lot of traffic down there, or if he was in the restricted area. But regardless, McDonald with 2 shots from the line. First one, no good. So the Trojans have missed 3 straight here. Luckily, they do maintain an 18-point lead, so not the end of the world. But I'm sure Coach Mo will not be happy leaving all these points at the line. That could hurt them down the road and throughout this season. That second one is good. Eagle Chasing gets trapped in the corner. She's able to get it out over the double team. And that's going to be a travel for Mallory Anderson. So Robeson bringing it up the floor here. Guarded tightly by Wolshager as she did so, but the pressure has been right up in the face of DSU players all night. And it's led to easy passes and open looks like that. That one's no good. Walsdorf able to get the offensive rebound. She'll put a dribble down, go up, and fouled, plus the basket. It's resulted in a lot of quick, easy kicks for threes and a lot of just easy abilities by the DSU offensive ball handlers to really just blow right by the Cougar defenders. And the shot from Walsdorf there is good from the free throw line. That gives her 9 points here in the first quarter. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, so now Minnesota Morris will have to inbound from the corner, and the inbounder can't move as she originally would have been able to after the made basket, and that one's tipped out as well. She'll move over just a little bit. Will Justine Day to make this inbound pass. She's able to get it in. Eagle Chasing with a crossover, gets it up the court. And then that was Mallory Anderson that time successfully achieving her move down there. Bursting to the basket and laying it up for 2. There's McDonald for 3, left it short. Here comes Brown Otter down the floor. Tries to go around with the right hand, throws up kind of a circus shot. It'll rim out. It wasn't that it was a terrible look, as they're going to say it was tipped and it will stay with the Cougars. Not that anybody knows, they all thought it was DSU basketball. So they'll have to run down the court, players from both sides. It was an interesting drive, but the height of the Dakota State defense coming over out of their zone to transfer and shift back to the ball side there, help defense. Ended up making that a tough shot. She basically threw it up with 2 hands from over her head. There's a 3-pointer from the wing, no good that time. Shot taken by Lexi Winter, left it short. Now here comes Dakota State. Reverse layup attempt by Nagel, just rims out. Would have been a nice shot, high up there off the glass. And there's going to be a foul called there on Robson. That was Eagle chasing, trying to get the ball up the floor. Justine Day able to get it across with just a couple seconds to spare over the timeline, but then the pass is tipped, intercepted by Manning. Manning gets it ahead to Robeson, and she'll lay it in for two. Brown are able to get it all the way up, and then her pass to Winter looked like a football play, just a throw on a slant that was just a little bit up and out of the reach and tipped off the hands of the receiver there, who was Winter, and the ball ends up out of bounds. Manning and DeBeer doing a lot of ball handling. Manning cutting through for the second time on that possession. Three-pointer ended up being missed. That'll end the first quarter, as Brownotter was trying to get it up the floor, but did not realize how much time was left on the clock. So 29-7 will be the score here at the end of the first quarter. And we'll be back here shortly at the DSU Fieldhouse for this contest between the Dakota State University Trojans and the University of Minnesota Morris Cougars. And here we go for the start of the second quarter. It'll be Dakota State ball to start. 29-7 they lead. And we'll see if they can extend their lead here in the second quarter. Asleson with it. Now Manning. Manning drives all the way around, goes up with the right hand. Looked like she got hit a little bit. It might have been the ball that got hit, got adjusted in the air. She'll miss long in the end. Here's Eagle chasing, bringing it up. Wolfshager. Back to her now. Here's Eagle chasing on the wing. She'll pull up from three deep and she'll miss. Nagel with it. She hadn't gotten very many easy looks. That's for sure the leading scorer for the Cougars. And there will be a three from the corner. Shaylee DeBeer. And then a 5-second violation. Oh, nope, never mind. Misunderstood that signal from the referee. A foul on number 5, which would be Shaylee DeBeer, just after hitting the three-pointer. So the Trojans will reset the press with a 25-point lead. And if Minnesota Morris is going to have any chance to get back into this game, they're going to need Eagle chasing to go off just a little bit here. She's going to have to put some buckets down. Either get hot from the perimeter. She does attempt a significant amount of three-pointers. She's got 26 attempted here on the young season. And there's a pass down underneath. Nagel will finish it, plus the harm. It's a good feed from DeBeer. And Nagel will head to the line, looking to extend this early lead here to 28 for the Trojans. And that free throw will be missed long. Rebound tipped around. It'll end up with Minnesota Morse in the hands of Lexi Winter. She'll bring it up the floor. And the ball here in the hands of Eagle Chasing. We were just saying they'll need some serious production out of to find their way back into this game. And there's a foul. Looks like it's on Nagel, who was diving. Oh, nope. It'll be called on Manning. Her first of the contest. Well, Chasing spot up jumper. No good. DeBeer will pull up from 3. And she got it. And then another turnover. Nagel driving now, goes up right hand, and it's good. And all of a sudden, in just a matter of seconds, the lead is extended to 32. And Wilschlager is fouled that time. Passed all the way around to the corner. 3. Didn't hit anything that time. And here comes Dakota State once again on the break. Robson will fake a look at a pass, and then she has her shot rejected that time. Looked like Eagle Chasing with the block. Couldn't tell who got it. It was either Van Kempen or Eagle Chasing. Student section completely full now, which is really nice to see, especially with this contest that we have at hand. And good ball movement there will result in Tariq Brownutter getting an easy layup down underneath. And Minnesota Morris able to convert with a basket. Much needed one to that point. Then there's going to be a travel up top by Asleson. Day met with a trap, able to get it up. Was Olsen, who will get it over to her teammate. And here's Eagle Chasing with it. Back to Olsen. She'll get it to the corner. Winter does not pull the 3. Now Eagle Chasing looking to make a play. She'll get it down low to Winter. Brownutter ends up getting her shot rejected. Giles driving, kicks it out. 3, good. So add some points for Slattery. Day gets Asleson in the air, but only for a second. She'll go for the shot over Asleson. And it's no good. Ball up to Giles now. Giles hacked. She'll go to the line for 2 more. Dakota State stretching their lead out to 42-9 with that last bucket. Giles' first attempt good. Second shot, no good. Brownutter has it now across half court. Morris passing it around, able to finally get it in. They'll kick it out for a 3-point attempt, and didn't hit anything. Will go out of bounds. It'll be DSU basketball. Skip pass over to Walsdorf. Walsdorf with a nice crossover, goes up with the left hand, and it's good. Pressure provides some problems, but in the end, Minnesota Morris able to get through it. Mallory Anderson will go up with the left hand and convert for 2. Walsdorf with it now. Struggling to find help in the corner. She does. She gets it to Oslison. Oslison goes in. Left-hand attempt. Had the ball poked away for a second. Got it back, but missed the shot. Now cutting through the lane and missing the shot strong that time was Anderson. It was a nice cut, though. So Oslison able to put that one up and in. She has 3 on the night now. Minnesota Morris just struggling to get the ball to an open teammate with any fluidity and constancy on offense, as that one will rim out. Justine Day misses from the corner. And that shot doesn't hit anything through contact. The initial shot came from Slattery, but picking it up and putting it in was DeBeer. And Anderson will miss that one through a little bit of contact, just left it short. Ball ahead to Slattery, to the corner. DeBeer, 3, didn't get that one. Walsdorf goes way up high for the rebound, but she went over the back. Going to the ground there was Sundrol. She was okay. The Minnesota Morris ball under the basket. Some changes being made, but the Trojans up comfortably, 49-11, as we get closer to halftime. 3:55 remaining on the clock. Not letting up with that full court pressure, however. Wolschlager able to get by a couple defenders with some dribble moves. And that's how Minnesota Morris was able to get into their half-court set here. Now a nice pass. And then a shot fake that time. Van Kempen didn't have anybody to shot fake. She had an open look, but she did get another good look as she drove through the lane. The ball's back in her hands now. She'll kick it out. 3-point attempt from the wing, and it's good. And Mallory Anderson knocked it down. That gives her 9 on the night. 9 of the 14 points for the Cougars. So a nice individual performance there, as Manning from the wing wide open and knocks down the 3. Three-point attempt from the wing, no good that time for Brown Otter. And the Trojans will come back up the floor. Pass inside to Nagel, who cuts, then turns around, a nice little move. Couldn't quite finish though, and she'll get it back after an offensive rebound from Manning. Manning will give it back to Nagel, she'll drive in, put it up with the left hand, and the Trojans lead by 40. Hard screen up at near half court there. That was Van Kempen. Screened out Manning. Sundrell looking for help. She does find it. Some nice quick passing there. We'll have it end up in the hands of Anderson, who will drive and draws a blocking foul. Not sure on that one, but at the end of the day, it's a foul. And in this contest, there's no need to argue anything. Defender did have her feet set pretty well, though. Must have stuck the knee out just a little bit as Anderson went by. Anderson's first shot will rim around and go down. Second shot goes in as well. Giles will be fouled there by Eagle chasing. Trojans will have an inbound pass. Pass fed down low to Giles. She'll go up with the left hand. I don't even know if she could see the basket there through 3 defenders. Just flip it up off the glass and in. Eagle chasing gets stuck down there by the baseline, and foul called by the referee here in the near side. Foul should be on Nagel. Eagle chasing ahead to the line. First shot, good. Second will go down as well. Eagle chasing now with 5 points on the night. Giles at the Nagel. Quick pass here to Robson. Robson will drive right hand, put it up, and rims around and down. So a nice finish by her to give her 9 points on the evening. Eagle chasing behind her back, trapped, and will throw it away. And then Robson will also throw it away, and the ball's back in the hands of the Cougars. Just trying to get it across half court. They do, and Robson makes up for a mistake with a steal. Gets Giles. Giles with an easy finish down on the other end. She's not going to miss that. And the score is 60-18 here, with just about 15 seconds left to go. The shot clock is turned off. And stolen in a nice effort there, diving to the floor is McDonald. Now they'll get it up to Giles. Giles double teamed and fouled. Eagle chasing is going to have to leave the floor. Something, a loose item on her person. Not sure. Looked like it might have been an earring or just something the referee pointed up in the ear area. And now she'll leave. The late call. Maybe it was blood. Not sure. But something was off there. Olsen checked into the game for her. 3 from the wing, and it's good from McDonald. Little buzzer beater there to cap off a great half for DSU. 63-18 the score as the teams will both head to the locker room. And we'll be back for a short halftime show with a few minutes we'll give it 2 or 3 minutes left to go in halftime. Once again, 63-18 the score as we head to the break. So welcome back to DSU Fieldhouse here. 63-18, Dakota State leads the University of Minnesota Morris. In case you weren't here for the first half, my name's Alec DeMaria. I'm the pitching coach here at DSU, and I'll be here with you, bringing you the commentary and play-by-play for the second half of this one. Looking back at the first half, DSU obviously with the 63-18 lead. DSU shot 63%, and one of the most alarming stats on that one from the first half is they made 24 field goals and they attempted 38, while Minnesota Morris attempted 27. So anytime you can put up 11 more shots than your opponent, you've got a pretty good chance to win. DSU shot 7 of 13, over 50% from behind the arc, but they did struggle from the free throw line, shooting 57%, which is where Minnesota Morris saw their biggest success, shooting 87% from the line. The Cougars were led by Mallory Anderson, who has put down 11 points. The Trojans this far have been led by Walsdorf, Nagel, and Giles. Walsdorf with 11 points and 3 boards. Nagel with 10 points, 2 boards, and an assist. And Giles with 9 points. A few other contributors. Lexi Robson also had 9 points. In fact, she's also put in 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And Shaylee DeBeer has put in 8 points to the effort. Trojans have 34 points in the paint tonight and 28 points off the bench, as we'll get started here with the second half. Skip pass that time all the way to Robson. Robson will come in, lay it up off the glass from an odd angle, but made it look pretty easy there. Put the ball in for 2. Wolschlager just looking for anything. She handled the ball for a long time there. Gets to Chase Eagle, now to Van Kempen. Cross-court pass was picked off by Osleson, and then she double-dribbled. That's kind of a no-no. You definitely don't, well, typically don't want to throw a one-handed bounce pass from one wing to the other through the key, but it will work out as Minnesota Morris gets a little bit of a gift, gets the ball back. Three-pointer from the wing, good that time from Wolschlager. Baseline cut there from DeBeer, but Manning, excuse me. In the end, she couldn't hold on to it. But then she'll get back and intercept the pass. Another long pass all the way across the court. As Giles will leave that one short. Rebound from Walsdorf, and she'll put it back up and in. Wolschlager doing a lot more of the ball handling this half. She didn't do quite as much in the first half. She's doing so relatively successfully. It hasn't been her that's been turning the ball over too much. Eagle chasing, puts up a difficult shot and almost gets it to go, but she's fouled. Foul on Osleson. So she'll go to the line for 2 here. Another substitution is made quickly. DeBeer will check in for Osleson, who just was called for the foul. First one is good. Second shot goes as well. That'll bring the point total for Minnesota Morris to 23. Giles a big dribble to get around the defender, goes up with the left hand, and it's good. And like I said, Minnesota Morris all night tonight has just been pressed up in the face of the ball handlers for Dakota State. Just airtight defense, but when the players actually get the ball in their hand and they're quicker than the defender, that's typically not a recipe for success, and tonight it hasn't been for the defense. The offensive players have just been able to dribble right around the defenders and get to the basket. Entry pass to Nagel is picked off. And then it's blocked from behind by Walsdorf. A nice play. That was Quate that got the pass and then put herself in position for the lay-in on the other end, but didn't quite work out for her. Then that pass is picked off by Walsdorf. Long pass. Relatively easy interception for her. She'll lose the ball. Two players will go to the ground. It was Walsdorf and Sundrol that went down there. It'll end up in a jump ball, possession arrow to Minnesota Morris. Sundrol will drive to the basket with the left hand and then look to make a pass to the corner, but she's fouled in the process. So even an inbound pass from down underneath the basket here. Three-point attempt from the corner is no good. That time from Sundrol. Bodies hit the floor for the rebound. That came off at an awkward angle. Didn't hit the rim. So the ball was all the way out on the wing. The question is, did it hit the ring? The official is going to come over and say, yes, the shot clock should have reset. So we'll put it back to 20. Ball stay with Minnesota Morris. A little bit of trouble getting it inbounds, but in the end, the Cougars control it. Wolschlager, three from the corner. Wing, excuse me. Nagel will drive all the way around with the right hand, and that's a move she's put on a lot tonight. Really not even a move. She just, as I said, the defender's been up in the face of the Trojans and really just bursted around the defenders. She did so successfully that time as well, just couldn't quite finish it. A ball went out of bounds on the other end, so it'll be Trojan basketball. De Beer, excuse me, spins, puts it up with the right hand. Off the glass and good. A lot of contact, but it looks like it might have been just contact by Brown out of her own feet. She got tangled up there, tripped on her own. Ball did hit off of a Dakota State Trojan there, so the ball will stay with Minnesota Morris. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Day, jump shot no good. DSU gets it up the court. Robson for three, no good, just off left. Would see it right out of the hand. Justine Day with a crossover, and she'll get the ball up across half court. And now she'll try and leave a pass for Anderson. Anderson had no chance to get it, and DSU will come back the other way. Three from the wing is good that time. And that was a three-pointer from Mackley, who had just entered the game, Lily Mackley. Minnesota Morris twirling all the way through the lane. But then Anderson, after getting the pass from Brownotter, committed the charge. So DSU will get the ball back with a 50-point lead here. Manning, pass across the baseline, one-handed to Mackley in the corner again, and she knocks it down again. Brownotter drove, couldn't find anything. We'll flip it to Day. Day, pull-up little jumper. Really athletic-looking shot from in the key there, and then she'll dive, give some effort for a kind of mishandled basketball, but can't get it. Instead, it ends up back in the hand of Mackley, and she's just turning into a scoring machine here. 3 straight buckets for her as she drives in and puts it off the glass and in, and she's got 8 quick points. Talk about boosting your average real quick, huh? Day out to Olsen. Now she'll give it back to Anderson for 3, and that's good basketball. That one more pass really got the good shooter a good shot, and she was wide open. Closeout was nowhere near in time from the DSU defense. And then Anderson will pick it off after hitting her own 3. She'll come down, left-handed layup, and good. So a little pick 6 for her there. Manning handed it off to Mackley. Can she score again? Oh, she'll give it up to Hermanson. I'd say he checked, but Mackley's going to go ahead and dish it off. And it'll end up in the corner. 3-point attempt, no good that time for Manning. And then Mackley whistled for the foul on the rebound. So even with a 50-point lead, Manning really pressuring. A one-man full-court press there. And well defended that time by Slattery. Sundrell was doing everything to get the ball up and under and in. That 3-point attempt will be missed by Slattery. Rebound will fall to Minnesota Morris. Quate drives baseline, gets the ball out. 3-point attempt from the corner, no good that time from Sundral. And here's Jessie Giles back in. She'll dish it off for Manning down underneath the basket, and Manning able to flip it up and in. Quate spins, turns around, too strong with the right hand. Giles weaving through the defense, puts it up, and no good. Can't get it to bank in off the board. Entry pass down low, left-handed attempt, a pretty dang good one by Van Kempen. High percentage look, but can't get it to fall. 38 seconds to go now in the first quarter. And Giles will be fouled. Ball was getting bumped around everywhere, it felt like there. Now the shot clock will go back up to 20 seconds. 26 remaining in the clock, so there's a 6.4 second difference. This will not be the last possession unless an offensive rebound is attained. And instead it's poked away. Good defense by Coite down there. Ball was tipped, so no half-court or backcourt violation, excuse me. Wolfschlager looking for anything she can get. Gave it up to Van Kempen, also looking. Three-point attempt ends up being no good by Eagle Chasing. Rebound to Asleson. That'll be the end of the third quarter. The Trojans leading 83-31. A few words from a few sponsors. CU Mortgage Direct. Keep your mortgage payments local. CU Mortgage Direct offers local mortgage servicing. Contact Amanda Bailly at CU Mortgage Direct for all of your home loan needs at 605-556-0229. And then our friends as well, Trojan supporters at First Premier Bank. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card are proud sponsors of Trojan Athletics. For all of your financial needs, choose a company that's locally grown and nationally known. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, investing in you. And lastly, but certainly not least, Madison Farmers Elevator. DSU Athletics welcomes Madison Farmers Elevator and recognizes their efforts to serve the agriculture needs of our community. So thank you to those three sponsors. We really appreciate your support of Dakota State University Athletics. I certainly can say that firsthand as a baseball coach. Every bit makes a difference to put on a better experience for our student athletes. And honestly, sports have been definitely on the upswing here, really in all areas here at Dakota State. The football team, improving to a winning record this season. The baseball team last year going from 3 wins to 20 wins under their first year head coach, Coach Hardy. First full season head coach. COVID threw a lot of things out the window. Basketball team finding some success in games lately as far as men's, and then women's basketball obviously to top it all off. Being ranked 18th in the nation here early in the season. Off to an 8-3 start after an outstanding year last season in which they won both the regular season North Star Conference Championship as well as the conference tournament for the North Star Association. And let's not forget women's volleyball making NAIA regional appearance this season. Congratulations to them there as well. Eagle Chasing able to lay it up for 2 there. A bit of a quick frantic finish and a nice one at that. Three-pointer from the corner, airballed, but picked up by De Beer and put up and in for 2. And a hard foul, nothing malicious at all in intent, but looked like Robson. Oh, nope, it was on Hermanson. Just catching a lot of arm there on the shot attempt. Sundra will go to the line. First shot, good. Second shot will also go down for Sundra. Pass from Asleson, almost picked off. Instead, De Beer will end up driving, and she's fouled. Decent bit of contact. We'll see if it was called in the act of shooting or not. It looks like it was. Inbound pass is tipped around, ends up in the hands of De Beer. It's a fresh shot clock. Left-handed attempt missed there from Robson, but it'll be tipped out and stay Trojans basketball. Entry pass to Robeson. Nice pass to get it to Oslison, but she gets a little bit stuck in her footwork trying to get around the defender and misses the attempt. Did not hit the rim, so there'll be 8 seconds left on the shot clock here. It'll stay DSU basketball. Pass gets a nice catch by Hermanson over there to keep it in bounds. A little Odell Beckham-esque with the one hand. Ball ends up with the Beer. Three-pointer, deep one at that from the wing, no good. And Eagle Chasing comes running out with it. Her long pass in transition will be out ahead and out of the reach of Wolschlager. And DSU will get the ball back. 85-35 the score. Right around 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter here. Hermanson drives, kick it out for Nagel. Nagel blows by the defender and then finds a cutting Robeson who can't finish. Been a lot of good looks here for DSU actually. Right in close to the basket here in the last 2 minutes. They just haven't converted on any of them. Oslison able to pick off that pass. It was intended for Quate. And then Hermanson's going to go to the floor there with Sundral. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay with Dakota State. Minnesota Morris gets it in, beats the one-man pressure. Nice feed from Eagle Chasing, who got right in close to the basket and was able to dish it off for Sundral there. And now Minnesota Morris starting to move the ball better, and it's not like they're playing as that. There's a nice save by Eagle Chasing, and she's able to get it to Quate, but Quate, while picking it up and trying to dribble with it, stepped on the sideline out of bounds. Be Dakota State basketball. They're playing a lot better right now. Sure, they've been helped by a few Dakota State missed looks for sure down close to the basket, but been pretty competitive here ever since the score got to be a 50-point game. You know, it's changed a little bit, and there are several starters still in for DSU, so you can see how playing like this, Minnesota Morris gave Mayville State some trouble just recently in that contest in Morris, Minnesota. There will be a double dribble, so it'll end up back with Morris here. All poked out of bounds, but we'll stay right here on the center of the floor with the Cougars. DSU not letting up with the defensive pressure, but there was a little bit of a slip by Alsace, and she's able to recover, blocks the initial shot, but Sundral will draw the second foul. Or the foul on the second attempt, excuse me. It's been a bit of a long one here. I'm very happy that this half has been more competitive. It's been a little bit more entertaining here. Dakota State really did dominate that first half. Trojans have seen points come from all over as that first free throw attempt is missed. The Trojans featured 40 bench points so far in this game. The one thing that I'm sure, well, a couple things Coach Mo will be unhappy with and want to improve on as the second free throw goes down there for Sundral. Dakota State has shot well enough from the field, but they have missed a lot of easy looks. This is a game where that 56%, maybe not as great as it looks. They've gotten a lot of high percentage chances and have not converted on as many as I'm sure they have wanted to. And they've also turned the ball over 16 times, which in turn, as there's going to be a 17th turnover, has allowed for 13 points for Minnesota Morris off of turnovers, which has been a third of their total points scored in this game, and that's a big deal. Now the 25% opponent field goal percentage, I'm sure, Coach Mel will be quite happy with. Also, they really haven't won the rebound battle by that much, even though they definitely have a distinct height advantage in this game. They're up 35-27, an advantage, but could be better. So there'll be some things that Mo will look at for sure. And then for the Cougars, beating pressure, definitely something that I'm sure they're only 6 games into this young season. So as they go forward, that'll just be something they need to focus on. Other teams are going to obviously be able to see the film of what's going on here. And so I would not be surprised if they see some more full court pressure along the way. It has turned into 27 turnovers for them in this one. However, the risk there, if you do foul them, they are 12 of 14 from the line tonight, and they're a pretty good free throw shooting team on the season. As a team, they shoot 67%. Obviously not outstanding, but their averages are going to go up after this one. And most of their dominant ball handlers do shoot over 70% from the line. Coming up here soon, the North Star Athletic Association basketball season opener. It's set for Saturday. Dakota State hosts their traveling partner, Bellevue, with women's basketball starting at 3 p.m., followed by the men's game at 5. It's right here in the DSU Fieldhouse. Come out and watch it. Should be an exciting day of basketball. Once again, games at 3 and 5. The women's game taking place first. And don't forget to wear your ugly Christmas sweater to the doubleheader on Saturdays. That'll be the theme. And who loves one? Who doesn't love one of those days? Nice job. Justine Day able to catch it, hold her balance, and after getting the rebound, put up the shot while falling back. There's a turnover. Minnesota Morris with it. Ball back in the hands of Day. She's able to get it and score again, so nice little sequence there for her. Minnesota Morris is definitely on a run here in the fourth quarter, outscoring Dakota State 9-2 so far. 11-2 actually after those last 2 points. I'm trying to think of what kind of ugly Christmas sweater. I'm looking at these students in the student section over here, and I can't even imagine what they're going to come up with for that one. The blackout was easy, but be excited to see the energy in the crowd. People in Madison and from DSU definitely we're not Bellevue people, so be a little bit of energy and hostility in the air for that one as the conference opener. We played on Saturday as Hermanson can't quite get that one to fall. Ostleson will pick up the offensive rebound and put it up and in. Gives her 5 on the night. So after this one, DSU will be 9-3, undefeated at home, and they'll try and hold that undefeated home record against Bellevue on Saturday. Three substitutions there for Minnesota Morris. DSU will make one as well. Slattery will enter the game for Nagel. Robson with a nice little move, flashes up and in for 2 off the board. And there's a drive from Maddie Smart that time, a junior out of Ada, Minnesota. The guard was fouled. An inbound underneath the basket. Ball inbounded, but no further than Hermanson, who got it. Nice interception, tried to get up to Robson, and then it was knocked down, swatted down at that like a defensive lineman. And Mackley with a nice move, but the shot in the end ends up way too strong, and then she'll dive on a Cougar. Looked like Olsen that she dove on, and that'll be a loose ball foul. Ball will go to the Cougars. First shot from Olsen goes down. Second shot, no good. Rebound to Slattery. Robson to Hermanson. 3 is short. A nice one-handed rebound by Slattery. Hermanson contested 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound picked up by Justine Day. Brownouter will decide to pull back out. Then she'll dribble all the way around and take it in herself. Couldn't tell if Hermanson got a hand on it, but the rebound falls to Justine Day, who's been going to absolute work here in the second half, especially this fourth quarter. She'll get fouled on the attempt, and she'll shoot 2. Well, just with the way that Morris has been able to kind of play in the second half, you can tell this game could have been a lot more competitive if they've been able to cut down on the turnovers in the first half. Obviously, some of the leading scorers for Dakota State not in at the moment, but they're scoring well enough to, you know, the point where they could have kept up. At least made a bit of a game out of this, if not for the turnover count, which is currently at 29. But credit to them for fighting, because very easily could have just rolled over and let DSU run away with this one even more, but they've won the second half so far. That 3-point attempt is going to be long from Vincent. Just grazed the rim, and now Olsen being harassed here defensively by Robson, who's can appreciate the effort here at this point in the game, not giving in. That's one thing that, you know, whether it's been, you know, huge wins or close games here from Coach Mo, outside of just a very short period in that Grandview game where, as there's going to be a foul called on Slattery, and the 3-point shooter heading to the line will be Maddie Smart. You know, other than just a very brief period where maybe, you know, the hustle wasn't there against Grandview, and it was just brief, maybe a minute or two, but you could see when kind of the focus was gone and the switch turned in that game, and Grandview was able to cut into the lead after being down by well over 20 points at certain points in that game. But, man, they just are relentless with their defensive pressure. Doesn't matter if it's a 50-point game or a 2-point game, or they're trailing or they're winning. It's always there, and the players do not quit. And one thing that definitely helps with that, though, is Coach Mo has a rotation of players that he can continually sub in, and they're quality players. They're not just depth players, they're quality players, and so he has quality depth on his bench, and it's definitely shown tonight with 40 points off the bench. So 89-48 the score now. And that pass from Hermanson will be high. And dribbling it looked like off her own knee was Maddie Smart. Now in transition, Slattery goes up through the defender, puts it down for 2. That'll give the Trojans 91 here on the night. Bit of a different look for Minnesota Morris now as well. Some new faces into the game. This is Big Crow with the ball. Kiana, South Dakota native, so here playing in her home state, and there's a foul. A lot of contact, nothing intentional. That was Cassidy Elhard who will get the foul there, the senior at Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Sydney Otmar also in the game. 5'4" freshman from Mankato. Missed shot there from Slattery, but it'll fall back. It was Mackley who ended up missing the shot after collecting the rebound. Foul there committed. And it'll be, is it the bonus? Yep, it'll be Olsen heading to the line. Missed free throw there. But with that make on the second attempt, the Cougars still shooting 85%, roughly 85% for the night. They've gotten a lot of attempts, 22. Hermanson, catch, shoot, no good. There with the rebound was Elhard. Clock coming down now, 3, 2, 1. Dakota State collects the rebound, and that'll do it. The Trojans victorious here against Minnesota Morris tonight, 91-49. Leading scorer tonight for the Trojans. Be a tie, actually, a three-way tie at the top between Jesse Giles, Savannah Walsdorf, and Lexi Robeson. They all score 13. DeBeer with 12. Nagel with 10. Mackley with 8. That all came in about 90 seconds of game time at most. Manning chips in 5. Oslison with 5. Slattery with 5. McDonald with 4. And Vincent